In this episode, we will wrap up season number 2 against 2 ranked opponents. We have Cal, they're 6-3, number 19 in the country. Not a great matchup for us at all. And then later on, we have Michigan, who is in the top 10. But let's look forward to the future. We already have 4 recruits signed at this point, and we are looking to lock up a JUCO in Caleb Dukes. He'll be a sophomore from Canada, and we have a big lead on him right now. And what I like about him is he has 94 speed. We were able to get that with our 10% scouting. Can't really catch the ball as D-catching, but definitely a project for the future. And then we have James Daniels, the center, a 3-star with C's across the board. We have a good lead on him, so looking to wrap him up. We have 2 recruits that we got recently, Washington and Harrison, and then going after another receiver here in Schuler, a 3-star receiver, another speed receiver, although we only know that he has B speed. So just looking to add some maybe bottom of the roster kind of guys. And that's really it for guys that we are closing in on in terms of recruiting. The others will of course be in the off-season video, but let's jump into this game. So we have 2 games today and an 0-10. Nothing really to look forward to in these games, so just gonna kind of get through them quick, skip a lot of plays that aren't really that boring. We try to hit Alex Griffin there, and he drops it. That leads to a 3rd down and 7 on our opening drive, swatted away at the line. So after the punt, Cal has the ball. Monroe's running over to the left side. We get a bunch of missed tackles, 23 yards to start off the drive. Now it's the other running back, I guess Scott. He shakes off 1 tackle. Anthony Scott into the end zone. 2 plays, touchdown for Cal. So after our not very impressive first drive, can we salvage something here? This is going to be thrown over to the side to Bishop, the number 1 target over the last 2 years for us at tight end, gains 20. Now at the midfield logo, throwing over to Fontenot. He's going to pick up 9 on that play, giving us a new set of downs. Jude running to the outside, can't escape. So on that play, Jude was actually shaken up, so in comes backup quarterback Morris Parker, the quarterback from year number 1, and he throws the interception. The pressure got to him on that play, and very quickly, his first pass in a while for the Drakes, and it is intercepted. We'll have to see if Jude will return to this game, but meanwhile, it's Cal back with the ball, picking up the first down here, already down to the 25. Handing this time off to Scott. He's leaping over 1 guy and getting them down to about the 91 rushing yards for Cal already. Here goes Scott trying to punch it in, only gets 7 on that play. 3rd down, can our defense hold them? They can't. Touchdown for the Golden Bears. And the penalty is on us, so it doesn't matter. Cal goes up 14-0. Already into the second quarter here. Here's a nice play by Alex Butler, who gets open over the middle. And Jude is back in the game, so that's good for us. Throwing this time, here goes Fontenot. A nice sideline catch there. Will Martin, haven't seen a lot from him today, but there's a gain of 9. 4th down, might as well go for it. Alex Butler catches it, shakes 1 guy off, gets us down to the 20. And here's another 3rd down situation. Jude looking to throw, no one really open, gets the pass off too late, leading us to a 4th down. Let's just take the points. Maybe it'll help us out in recruiting. Not really confident in scoring a touchdown against this team right now. Here goes Cal, making it look easy with a gain of 17. A few plays later, we do force him to a 3rd down, and they have a receiver named Butler. James Butler gets 9, and we force them to a field goal, so they basically negate what we just did. So back to a 14-point game for the Drakes with a minute left in this half. Game's going by quick. We got Alex Butler, a nice out route there, 30 yards. We have 30 seconds to try to make something of the rest of this half. There's Jamal Griffin wide open. There was no one even close to him. try the middle again. There's Eric Bishop getting us down. And we have 21 seconds left to try to score something here. I think we got the option play. Jude's going to take it for himself down to the 10. And after an unsuccessful attempt at the end zone, we do end up just kicking the field goal. Again, it could help with recruiting, so rather than go for it all, if we had 0 points, that would definitely look bad for all these guys we're trying to get into our program. And now we're into the second half already. So CAU throwing the screen this time to Scott. I don't see a single white jersey downfield. Chased down from behind. That was a great play that time. Here goes Monroe, stiff-arming his way for an extra 5 yards. Freeman this time just throwing it away on third down. We hold them to another field goal. Back to a 14-yard game. And Alex Butler has been knocked out for the rest of the season. Must have been injured on that play I showed earlier, but his season is done. I think Jamal Griffin will step into that second receiver role. And meanwhile, while I was talking, we held them to another field goal, this time extending it now to a 17-point lead. So still a winnable game, but we just don't have the talent on the team to be able to come back in this game. We do get the sack here with Ryan Wojcicki, forcing them to a fourth down, but we don't really do anything with the ball, so they have the ball back now. Here goes Scott running forward, 19 on that play. Can we come up with another huge, big third down stand? And we're not going to do that this time. J.D. Carter completely blew away our defender, and that will lead to, I think, 3 scores. They're up now. So they're actually going to take a look at this. Looked okay on the play, but after reviewing this angle, it's clear that receiver gets his foot out of bounds on the white. So that's actually not going to count. We hold them to another fourth down, but they've been able to drive all the way down the field 4 times in a row, so 4 times that we've held them have still netted them 12 points, but that's going to lead to a 20-point game here. 5 minutes left, nothing really we can do. We have to score 3 times. Fontenot makes a great catch here. Third down and 14. Need a lot here. Trying to go to the outside. This is going to be Jamal Griffin, who's having a pretty good day today. And now let's give it to him on the ground. And there's a nice run from him, gaining 10. A few plays later, though, it's another third down situation, and this time the pressure gets to Jude and avoided the sack there. Fourth down, trying to go for it, and nothing was really there. Just trying to get it to someone, and we forced the interception on the do-or-die play. So 2 minutes left. Let's just let them run it out, basically. This season can't end quick enough. But we still have one more game to get to after this. This will be the final play of this game. CAU will win 26-6. We had just a few players make some good plays, but besides that, it was all CAU and all Anthony Scott. 29 carries for 181, and I believe 1 or 2 touchdowns. I didn't even really see what it said, but let's take a look at the stats. Both Jude and backup quarterback Morris Parker both threw an interception in this game, but Jude played okay. We had absolutely no run game to speak of. Butler, Griffin, and Fontenot and Bishop all had okay days on catching. We had a bunch of TFLs in this game, and Ryan Wojcicki came down with the sack. No turnovers for us. Will Freeman, their senior quarterback, he's headed to the draft probably. He didn't have that really great of a day. It was all, well, they didn't really need to pass, I guess. Just all running all the time, which has been the story of this team for the first 2 years. Hopefully that'll change next year, and I am confident that it will. I think this team will be finally competitive. Maybe not against ranked opponents, but we have another ranked opponent here to finish off. The last game of the year is against number 7 in the country, 8-2 Michigan. Let's look at some recruiting updates. Nothing really about these 2 receivers that we're trying to go after. We still have a big lead on them, kind of pulling some points off them because we have such a big lead on them. Looks like NC State is trying to get Daniels from us, but we have some other players that we're kind of just still battling. That'll be a bigger topic for the recruiting episode. Looking at Michigan, they have a ton of high overall players. They're one of the highest overalls in this series right now. They have a 99 overall tight end, 97 middle linebacker, 93 left end, 93 defensive tackle, and of course 90s all over the field basically, including 91 overall quarterback, who we'll get to in a second, Gary Miller, who's only had 15 touchdowns this year, but still looking at 90 overall players. Nick Bauer, not that much of a season for him, but still just a crazy amount of talent on this Michigan team, and it's in the snow. So I think this might be this first snow game of the series. I don't remember. Actually, I think there was one last year, but let's just try to get through this game here, as we will start with the ball. First down for us. Jude looking to throw and met by the defensive end. That's JT Pope, the highest overall on their defensive line. Leading to a second down and 17. Fontenot is going to get a bunch of those yards back, but still third down. Trying to go over this time to Foster, who had a chance at the ball, but that looked like it was swatted down. That's going to lead to Michigan, and here with quarterback Gary Miller throws over to the side to Anderson, gets a huge block downfield. Derek Anderson looks like he kind of just collapsed at the last second here. That's a first down and goal. Touchdown, Luke Davis, the 99 overall tight end. A huge amount of separation. We expect to play like that against our team here. And the Drakes got the ball back, couldn't do anything. We go 3 and out. And here comes Michigan getting into Drake's territory with that play. And now Miller looking to throw, all day to throw. Finds Alex Marquardt. I don't know how to say that. First and goal is the point. Gary Miller looking to throw. This is going to be Adam Wynn, just a hole in our defense. Gary Miller starts off the day a perfect 9 of 9, 111 with 2 touchdowns. Can the Drakes do anything is the question. Third down and 16. We have Howard Foster, who must be stepping up for Alex Butler. He gets another chance, but just doesn't have the speed to separate. And meanwhile, Michigan trying to go for the end zone. That's going to be dropped, leading to Gary Miller's first incompletion of the day. Next play is going to complete it to Bauer, who picks up 16, and there's an injured Drake on the field. That is going to be number 22, Matt Carey, our cornerback. And right after that, Derek Anderson gets the touchdown. Gary Miller has 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, and we still have 2 minutes left. This game is getting out of hand quickly. Here's a great play for us. The lofted pass to Fontenot as Jude takes a huge hit, as Fontenot has all of the receiving yards so far for us. Second down and 14. Here's Jamal Griffin, who makes an agile move right there. 14-yard pickup for him. And now throwing this time, this is going to be Alex Griffin, getting us to a first and goal situation. Jude with the option play, pitching it back to Jones. He has one kind of chip block, just a yard short. We're trying to get it here. Stephen Jude is going to take it on the sneak. Who would have guessed that the Drakes would score against this team? But, and as you can see, an injury update. Will Martin must have been knocked out in one of those plays I didn't show, but he is out for this game, and of course that means he's out for the season. So we have Alex Butler, the receiver, who's not playing. We have Will Martin, who's not playing. Matt Carey, I think, is done for the day. So we have a bunch of injuries today. So kind of hobbling to the finish line of this season. Let's see if we can get it done here. Brad Christian just shoving off a bunch of tackles. We do hold them to a field goal, so that's good. Still down by a ton here. Now we have 2 minutes remaining in this half. Jude trying to throw this one to Fontenon. I don't know what happened there, but the ball just did not go where it needed to go at all. Michigan's going to take the 3 points off that turnover. So we did actually force them to a field goal there. And now back on offense as the Drakes. Howard Foster, he finally gets his catch. He hasn't really played a role this season at all. I think he didn't really have a role that much last year either. So he must have got good training results or something just to step up in this game in place of Butler. And now we have a completely busted play. I guess that was a sack fumble or something. And the lineman picked it up. 4th down and 24, might as well go for it. And Jamal Griffin makes probably the play of the year right there. In a completely meaningless game. 3 seconds left. Can we at least get some points on the board to show for it? And we do. Stephen Jude has his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And we are trailing Michigan by 13 points. And to make matters even better, we get the sack on Gary Miller. This is Dave Williams, one of the walk-ons. Getting the sack, we hold them to another field goal. It's still a 2-possession game here. We just need basically a giant miracle to happen. So, what will happen? Here goes Christian, who shoves off the tackle. That looked like a surefire tackle and just gets an extra 10 yards out of it. 3rd down and 4. Here goes Christian with the hole up the middle. Gaining 8 that time. 1st down. Christian surveys where he needs to run. Gets the stiff arm, bringing us to a 1st and goal situation. Here goes Christian cutting it upside. He just fights forward. His ability to fight for those extra yards is one of the best I've ever seen in this game, and he gets the well-deserved touchdown on that play. Michigan now with the ball back again, gaining another 19 yards. Miller looking to throw this time. This is going to be a quad, however you say it. As Gary Miller is putting on an absolute show here in the snow. We have 4 minutes left in this game. Can we get some extra points for the recruits? Alex Bean drops it, so I guess he says no. We have an injury on the play. I believe that's Jude, but I think we'll have to see if he comes in for the final drive, probably of this season, if we can stop Michigan here. Derek Anderson is over 100 yards. We do hold them to a field goal, but at this point it's 47-14. I guess I didn't show the final drive, but our season has finally come to an end. Michigan will win this 47-14. We go winless in 2 straight seasons. But what this series is all about is building from the ground up, and you can't say that I am not building from the ground up. We had a roster with all walk-ons. This is the first year with our new recruits. They're all freshmen. And next year, I think we have something to build on. We have a bunch of close games this year. We're going to go over that in the next episode. But I think there are things to look forward to, or maybe I'm just coping after an 0-12 season. Still haven't gotten a win in this series. But let's just hope and pray for a win in Season 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and look forward to the next one, the off-season, the best part of this series so far. I think you guys will enjoy it. See you later.